This is how you easily beat last Mound standing on Impossible with the challenge on. You'll need to move fast, so we're going to make 2 major workers and we're going to expand our food stores. You'll need to carefully balance your economy and your army, at least in the beginning. This first night, there is going to be a RNG dependent spawn of earwigs. Either you'll get 2 baby earwigs, 1 adult and 1 baby, or 2 adults. One group will patrol up here, down the ramp, all the way wrap around, and another group will do the same thing on this side. Personally, I prefer the 2 babies, but 1 adult, 1 baby is fine. Your major workers will easily be able to handle that. Well, in large enough groups anyway. By the way, if you ever get an adult on the northern part, you can freely go down here and gather any food without attracting it. You cannot do the same with the south though. FYI, you want to prioritize gathering the leaf in this area. If you do not gather the leaf in this area by, I believe, the 3rd night, the southern mound will come looking for it. I don't know why, but it does, so just clear this out and you won't have to fight the termites any more than you have to. What I have learned about the termites is they are a delicate balancing act of quantity and quality, as well as combat and economy. When the narrator tells you that it's getting too hot, you have a bit of time before it actually affects you. You can get in a little bit of scavenging before it starts heating up. My goal is to make a chamber of major workers and then balance a chamber of minor workers and minor soldiers. Oh, and a tiger's beetle spawns during this time, so that's annoying. When it is too hot, you want to open up this chamber and this chamber. There's just an adult and a baby earwig. Cha-cha now, y'all. Whenever I see like a tiger beetle do a little drift, I just think of the cha-cha slide for whatever reason. Cha-cha now, y'all. Oh, I almost forgot. Make sure to dig out this area above the 1 chamber that you've opened up. You'll see why later. It's a surprise tool that'll help us later. Keep your eye on the minimap. The Emperor Scorpion will spawn in the top left and slowly make its way down to about halfway. Make sure your combat team is ready to hit right about here. You want your termites to engage immediately as soon as the scorpion hits right here. It is very important that you do not let the scorpion get too far into your nest. The scorpion will leave after it's eaten a certain amount of termites. Here you can see they didn't dig out the earwigs right here. Normally they will, but if you engage the scorpion right here, they will not open up these earwigs. It's a small thing, but it's really crucial when you're this early on. The Matabili ants are gathering to assault us. What we're going to do is we're going to gather our troops at the top of the mound. As soon as we're grouped up enough, we are going to charge them and hopefully pick off 1 or 2 of the stragglers. The reason we are engaging them is because hopefully we can take out a couple of them, and also so that way a few of our soldiers die. Why would you want your own army to die? Don't you want to keep it alive? Yes, but no. Here you can see, look how many soldiers are taken out of the fight just because they're carrying back our corpses. That's less ants to fight inside the mound. It turns it from a bloodbath to somewhat manageable. Now the thing is, you do want to dig out this chamber of earwigs before the 2nd night hits. The scorpion is guaranteed to dig them out, and you don't want to deal with the scorpion and the earwigs at the same time. 2 front wars are no bueno. That's Spanish for something. Another reason we want to engage the Matabili ants outside of our nest is so that way we get enough points to strike them down. And I forgot to dig out the preemptive tunnels. No! Dig like you never dug before! Go, go, go! I forgot to dig the preemptive tunnels. No! The one time I've forgotten to do it. Normally what you want to do is you want to dig out tunnels so that way the stink ants will go through you and not dig this out. Oh, that's painful. Also, you want to dig out something like this for later. Oh, that's going to suck. Hopefully those workers going off to dig the tunnel will be distracted. Oh, yes, perfect. The workers are a good distraction after all. Well, that was a bit less than ideal, but it's fine. Don't be like me, dig the preemptive tunnels so that way you don't have to deal with the menace. Because that really did a number to my ants and my food stores. Oh yeah, also don't be afraid to upgrade your major workers so that way they can gather faster. The scorpion is back. For the most part, you can actually kind of ignore the scorpion. If your soldiers are doing nothing, go ahead and have them fight the scorpion. But otherwise, you can kind of just let it nom your workers. It's not too much of a menace to your economy. It's just a nuisance. Oh, and you know how I said upgrading a few workers will be fine? I mean all of them, because I've just upgraded all of them to level 2. Be careful tonight. You don't want to spend all your food. You're going to need some for the ant raid. Same plan as before. By the way, the injured Matabili ants will always lead the charge, just so you know. The more you know. Look how many of them are turning back around just because we engaged them outside the nest. Wiggity swooty, they just want your booty. Oh, also we're going to make a second chamber of miner soldiers, just so you know. Here you can see my preemptive tunnels actually doing something. Huzzah! I think normally they'll dig out this chamber, but I'm not entirely sure. Now we can finally go, never mind. I was going to say now we can finally go outside, but nope, the scorpion wants to ruin our fun. Okay, now we can finally leave our nest. I haven't seen the sun in ages. I thought we were in a desert, not Wales. Oh, speaking of Wales, you can tell the devs are British because they spelt center wrong. See, here's the injured, here's the healthy ones. Which is kind of cool, I do like that. That way you prioritize the injured ones instead of the healthy ones. Colony's starving, well that's not good. Just give it a minute and I'm sure it'll be fine. Starvation never killed anyone. Nope. Nope, I was going to gather, but that's a big old nope for me. By the way, I still don't understand the King's AI. Sometimes it'll attack the enemy, and sometimes it'll go up to him and then just walk away. It makes no sense to me. I think it's a proximity thing. I think the king has to be X amount of distance away from the queen, and it can't be farther. What I get for trying to gather food. Oh, the scorpion's back. I'm just going to ignore it. See, it's fine. It got driven off. Don't really need to focus on it, to be honest. Now that our food is somewhat stable, we can finally get some majors. It's not really stable, but it's close enough. And yes, I'm going to upgrade some of the workers to level 3. God damn it, stupid praying mantis. Just run. I'm not dealing with a praying mantis. Oh, the southern mound is dead. It didn't look like it was going to die, but it's dead. Okay, I'll take that win. Just note, in my practice runs, I got very lucky and the southern mound died like that. And the northern mound died the next day. And also the northern mound couldn't get to me because it was too busy fighting stuff like this. Just know, in your games, you may not get as lucky. If you aren't as lucky, you got a decent economy and a decent army for you to be able to handle whatever is thrown your way. We actually can't even process all the leaves fast enough, so we're just going to upgrade our workers all the way to level 3. Oh yeah, I forgot I opened up the alligator-backed scorpion. Whoopsie! We've completely gathered everything underground. Oh, we're getting attacked by the Matabili. Guess we're not that lucky. At least, not this time. Oh, praying mantis has joined the fight. Okay, sure, why not? Can't say I was expecting that. A surprise to be sure, but a welcome one. Another successful defense. Oh no, the Emperor Scorpion. Whatever will I do? Oh, termites attacking. What will I do? Emperor Scorpion, you wouldn't mind helping me with a termite problem, would you? Oh, yes, let's go. It just boshed him. I really should have been paying attention to the minimap. This is not going good. This is not what you would call ideal. But thank you for helping me, enemy colony. Appreciate you. And I was not paying attention and I died. Give me a minute. Sometimes though, you will not be able to drive off the scorpion without it breaking that wall. We're so much faster gathering food this time that we aren't getting raided by the Matabili ants. Yeah, I'd say our army is a lot more prepared this time around than last. In fact, our army is so good we can just hold the line outside of our nest. We don't need to hide inside. Order 227. Not one step back. So to avoid making the same mistake as last time, I'm going to have the majors just guard my nest entrance once one of the mounds falls. They're just going to chill inside the nest the whole time and make sure we don't die to a stupid mistake like that. Oh, good timing to spawn, alligator-backed scorpion. Lovely of you to stop by. Oh, and the Emperor Scorpion's back. Speaking of scorpions, we have a chamber of level 2 major workers, a chamber of major soldiers, 2 of minor soldiers, and 1 level 3 worker chamber. That is our army composition so far. Oh, be advised, sometimes the Emperor Scorpion will slam your termites into a wall like this, into prison. They got bonked and sent to jail. You know what? We're doing so well, I'm going to upgrade our major workers all the way to level 3. The southern mound is dead once again. Now we're just going to stick the majors and have them camp out at home. You know what? I'm actually going to upgrade one of my minor chambers to level 2. See what that does for me. But the northern mound is getting raided, so maybe we'll get lucky and they'll just die out on their own. Honestly, your major workers are even capable of taking out small threats by themselves. That being said, your workers could still use an escort. Oh, sheesh. Get back to the nest. Turns out I still need to actually pay attention, even with majors guarding. Oh, that might be why they're not defending the nest. They might be a little bit distracted. And are we about to lose again? Whew, got to my queen just in time. Now get out of here. You're really cramping my style. That's it. Run. Unfortunately, we do have to deal with the ants today. Ah, well, it is what it is. Here's the thing. There's a lot of ants. But there's a lot of us, and they actually can't break this line. Our majors are too tanky, and there's not enough room for them to all get in the fight. Hey, my workers take out a tiger beetle. Let's go! Invasion fended off. Piece of cake. The AI should die next night. I hope. Oh, come on. Oh, I thought that was the scorpion. I was like, what are you doing during the day? I'd be real surprised if this raid didn't kill the northern mound. Yeah, I think the northern mound's about to fall. And that's how you beat last mound standing on Impossible with the challenge on. Please like and subscribe. This one was brutal for me.